This is the earliest known video recording in the world. It was shot in 1888, and it shows people walking. Back in the late 1800s, there was a photographer named Eadweard Muybridge. He was fascinated by motion, and he wanted to capture it in a way that had never been done before. So he came up with the idea of taking a series of photographs, kind of like a flip book, but instead of pages, it would be a continuous loop. He was finally able to create a video camera that could record and play back moving pictures with sound. He called it the animatograph. It looked like a large gramophone with a disc instead of a horn. When you turned the crank, the disc would spin and the images would come to life. Unfortunately, Muybridge died in 1932 and most of his work was lost during World War II, but a few of his videos survived and they're now in the public domain. So if you want to see for yourself what the earliest video recording in the world looks like, you can find it online. His invention was called the Zoopraxiscope, and it worked by spinning a disc with images on it so fast that you could unsee the gaps between the pictures. This created an illusion of motion. It was like a moving picture show, but instead of a movie camera, he used two cameras to project the images onto the disc. One camera took a picture every thousandth of a second, and the other recorded sound. The image and sound were then put together using a technique called photosynthesis. So what makes this footage so special? Well, it's the first time anyone had ever recorded and played back video with sound. The footage was taken in 1888, and it shows people walking towards the camera. But because the camera was recording at a rate of 1 frame per thousandth of a second, it looks like they're moving incredibly fast. It's almost like a sped-up time-lapse. If you look closely, you can see that the image is slightly blurry. That's because the shutter speed of the camera was too slow. It couldn't keep up with the fast-moving object. Also, there's a lot of flickering in the video. That's because the light wasn't very stable back then. They had to use a shutter to block out the sun while they were taking the picture. But even with all these technical issues, it's still amazing to be able to see this footage from over 100 years ago. It really gives us a sense of how far technology has come in just a few short decades. Muybridge spent the last 20 years of his life improving his invention.